Well, this is the life for myself. Hi, guys. Well, I tell you, I've been busy. I've got to quit being so busy and get here back to my station. You know what I mean? My little part-time busy work is driving me nuts. I've been talking a lot about mortgages. Let me tell you, I'm going to talk about the Mount Vernon area because I can get it more in this area. I live up here in the Skagit Highlands. And I moved here about, in 2008. And and I'm not teasing you about this, we came here and the houses were fresh and new. We picked out our own home and everything was normal, moved in. And our neighbors moved in at the same time. It's a regular neighborhood. And behind me are wetlands. Well, what ended up happening is we also lived near the military base, Whidbey Island. Now, guys and gals get shipped out, and which is to be expected. You know what? The light is coming in and bothering me. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. Of course I will. I never leave. I am not going to get any slack from the sun. Let me tell you, it actually got warm here. We're up to 80 degrees. I know all of you back in the south are going, oh, shut up. Anyway, I was talking about the mortgages. And my point of the mortgages, as I've presented to some people, is not to be 3 months late. That I'd like the banks to start helping out at the minute you know. So start at the get-go. So you're in your first month and you can't pay the mortgage. You should be able to go to your bank, whether it be Wells Fargo or Bank of America or any of your banks, and say, I need help. I need to work this and get my payments lowered, and I'd like to do that. And lately, the reason why I say this is because the banks have been saying you have to be 3 months behind. Well, by the time you're 3 months behind, that 3 months worth, you have to still come up with a down payment. You have to have closing costs. Yeah, true story. So you're coming up with the closing costs, and most people can't do that. If you're 3 months behind, you have lost your house, basically. I believe that the banks should allow those people, the minute that happens, to come into that bank and restructure their loan. Now, PMIs, I can't talk about PMIs right now because that falls in a completely different category. And right now in our neighborhood alone, there's 500 homes. And we have exactly, 10 that have been, that belong to the bank now. 10. And in all of Mount Vernon, I've got the stats right here, bring them up, we have exactly 31 foreclosures in the area code of 98273. And I believe the highest foreclosure is $1,358,700. And the lowest, it's a killer. I mean, and the lowest is 54,000, and that's on, that's agricultural area. So that's just sad, and nobody would work with these people. Now, and the thing about this, I just want to point this out, is that these people are not being worked with, and so their property is, they're asked to leave, and then that house sits there. Lawns aren't mowed, the place is deteriorating, and I don't understand why the banks are leaving these properties empty and why these people are being left homeless. So you have these people that are homeless. You're having this property sit there for a long time. We have properties now that have been sitting for a year or more. They're not getting any money on them. They're not renting them out. They're doing nothing with them. when they could have worked with these people from the beginning. They could have worked with them and brought their loans down to a reasonable price instead of losing money. They won't work with them. Now, do you remember all that money that we, the people, loaned the banks? You know, the ones that took all their big executives on great big parties? Yeah, that money. Wasn't that supposed to go to fix our economy and fix the housing market? I thought it was. Well, it's kind of, it worries me that people are being pushed out of their homes right and left. And by the way, I think what even bothers me more, and it does bother me, that the auctions take such a long time. I mean, you know, these homes are just sitting there deteriorating. And they can take up for 2 to 3 years to go on auction. The house is sitting there. Nobody's living in them. The bank won't give these people or even work with these people half the time, 3/4 the time. And I know, you know, there's a lot of programs, by the way. It's finding a program that will work. And the banks are not voluntarily helping these people. They just confiscate the home. What is wrong? I mean, why? Why do they take the home if they're not going to take care of the home? It's something I'm just thinking about. What's happened? Another thing, too, is something that I've been curious about is, you know, they got rid of those credit card fees. Now I just got a notice on my debit card that I have to start paying $3 a month out of my checking account. Okay, fine. But do you know that now they're delaying my stuff going through the bank, and so I'm looking at how to balance, because I do everything online, how to balance my stuff from groceries to utility bills to doctor bills, and they're coming in slowly. So while I'm deducting, it's showing a false balance. And I hear people complaining, I've already deducted that, you know. This is the amount. No, it's not. And they're getting fees on those NSFs. So they're going to get those fees one way or the other. And I've confronted them about it several times. You know, I've done it. I'm one of those that have done it. And they're so happy about it. It's like they're not mad at me at all. I'll just clear that checking account out. You just pay all these NSFs and we'll just love you forever. We won't put you in jail as long as you pay them. I said, oh, well, sure they won't. You know? I'm like, of course you won't. Anyway, I thought I'd just, you know, tell you a little bit about mortgage and these crazy banks. I want you all to have a very good Friday, TGIF, and I will probably be recording more later. It's been a long weekend. Long week. You have a great Friday, great Saturday, great Sunday. Hey, if it's hot, stay inside. It's dangerous. If it's just kind of middle heat, go outside. Enjoy yourselves. Plant some flowers. Play with the kids. Play with the dog. Play with the cat. I'll see you later. This is the Alive for myself. Karma. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Darn sun. I'm not used to sun in the American Northwest. Heck no. Bye-bye.